Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon. Yes, I'm back on today. I hope everybody has been doing well. We've all had fun. Oh, yes, today I put together the books for the scavenger hunt. So we're going to start off with the scavenger hunt. And then if you guys want me to color anything from this pile, believe me, there's a big pile here because I had to try and find these things. So some were very easy to find, some were hard to find. So I want everybody to say a big hello that's in the chat. So, I have the list of things that you need to find. And at the end of the scavenger hunt, I will be tagging somebody, well, 2 or 3 people if they're in the chat. So I'm sorry to those people who didn't want to do it, but, I'm going to tag them, like maybe 2 or 3 people. So here's the things that you got to find for the adult. The first thing is a picture of a man. The second thing is a picture of a fruit, a picture of a bee, a picture with words, a picture of a mythical creature, a picture of Santa, art supplies, a bear, which I kind of did this a little bit different with the bear. Hi, Nellis, how are you? And this was, I think, done by Dee, who was the originator of the tag. I got tagged by A Colorful Life. So, hi, Nellis, how are you? I'm good. I hope everybody's doing well. So, the first thing that we got tagged on is a picture of a man. Hi, Kim, how are you? So, the first thing that I was able to find was a man, and this was pretty easy because I already have a man. Oh, we're doing the scavenger hunt. I did the scavenger hunt, Kim, which I was tagged by Miss Ann to do. So, so we're gonna start that. So, if you guys want me to color a picture. Now, the first picture I have is from Legends Fantasy Men. Now, this is a picture of just men. So I pretty much had an easy time picking out a man. Danny Buttons came up with the tag. Thank you, Kim. So Danny Buttons. So this is the first one. This was the man. This is a picture of all men. So of course I could find a picture of a man, no problem. Nice, handsome man. Finding a picture of a fruit was actually difficult. I had to try and find which books had fruit in them. And then I remembered. And then I went to the Meet of Victoria for my picture of a fruit. And this picture has lots and lots of apples. Or you can make them oranges. You see, it had all the pictures of the fruits. So kind of did a little bit of a thing here. It wasn't colored. The pictures don't have to be colored. If you color them, that's great too, It could either be colored or uncolored. So that was that one. Oh, Kim, you know who I'm going to tag next, right? We'll do this. So that was what I did for the fruit. The next one was a picture of a bee. And I remembered that I had colored a bee in this the month before because I think I did this on a live stream. We colored the bee. Yep, this comes from the Imaginary Garden of Jane F. Hankins. So you knew I picked that, right? You knew I was going to pick the bee. So the bee was pretty easy because I had colored a bee the month before. The next one is a picture with words. So what did I pick? Good Vibes Coloring Book by Thea McArdle. And I picked this one. Today is the best day ever. I had remembered I had done this one. I don't remember if I did this as part of May's or if this was part of June's. So I thought this was funny that I did that one. Then the next one is a picture of a mythical creature. Dragons. And I picked the dragon, of course. Yep, we did a dragon. I wanted a dragon, so actually we're going to be coloring in dragons actually later today. So I'm going to show you what I've chosen to color. We're actually going to be coloring the castle and the dragon around the castle. That's what we're actually going to be coloring from today. It's coloring my sketchbook. So we're going to put that down. The next one was Santa, which was I grabbed out my Christmas coloring book, volume 2. And here's my picture of Santa. I never finished this one. This comes from the Jade Summer Christmas volume book volume 2. So I was really happy to find a Santa because, you know, all you have to do is go into probably Christmas books and you can find a Santa. Now, for this one, I had to find a bear. Now, the thing is, I didn't have many bears, but I had teddy bears. And since Anne did a panda bear, I figured I could do a teddy bear. So I picked this one. This one has lots of, no, is that a teddy bear? This one had lots and lots of teddy bears in it. No, that was not the one I did. Here's the one that I meant to do. Here's the teddy bears. Or we could call them Care Bears. This was the one I meant to do. I think I stuffed that one by accident. This is the bears. So this is stuffed bears. So I thought that would be fun to do a bear. I was trying to find a bear. For whatever reason, I didn't have many bears in my books. Oh, we could have gone into the animal books for that. And then we had to find a picture of a pumpkin. A pumpkin was easy. Now, this one is called Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I love pumpkins. I love coloring pumpkins, but this book has a tremendous amount of pumpkins. So you see, this was a pumpkin that I started this one and I never finished it. So this is kind of like a full coloring book, so you could do all the things with it. Called Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. The next one was a picture of art supplies. So, Whimsy Girls at Work. And I picked the artist in her artist studio. You see, she has her pencils, her paintbrushes, her tubes, her crayons, her little coffee, paintbrushes, all her art supplies over there. So I figured Whimsy Girls at Work by Hannah Lynn had the art supplies. Yes, this one had the art supplies. Then the next one was a licensed character. So when I think of licensed character, I think of Disney. Oh, you all know that I had to have a Disney book in there. So I took the Sleeping Beauty Aurora. So this is Sleeping Beauty Aurora, I think. If I'm wrong, tell me. Anybody knows? Am I wrong? Danny Buttons came up with the tag, but I was tagged by Anne. And then the bonus one, which was your favorite animal. Now, some of you know my favorite animal is a Shetland sheepdog, but because I don't have any books with Shetland sheepdogs in them, I have to go with my second favorite animal, which is a unicorn. Now, this one I did this month, so this is the unicorn from Myth and Fantasy. So that's what we colored. So today, and as some of you will notice, never mind my garbage. We all have those things in there. Never mind that. So today we will be coloring from Color My Sketchbook Dragons. I haven't colored in this in a while. And yes, this is a Bennett Klein. It is a grayscale. But just to show you some of the things I've done in this book, we did this on a live stream. This was done in grayscale. Of course, I used the blotter in it. Hi, Jen. We were just doing the scavenger hunt thing. Oh, I have to tag somebody to do this the scavenger hunt. So here's who I'm going to tag to do the scavenger hunt. I decided to tag my good friend Michelle of Michelle's Coloring Therapy and my good friend Robin. To do the tag as well. Now, if you haven't been tagged, it's anybody. You tell Michelle that I tagged her to do the scavenger hunt. She's not gonna like me. She goes. So we're gonna be coloring this one in today, the dragon. She's gonna go, "What is wrong with you?" This is what she's gonna tell me. What is wrong with me? She's gonna tell me what is wrong with me. To give her that. If you guys don't want the dragon, we could do something else. You know what, Nanny? I wasn't too excited. Oh, Kim, she's not going to get me. She's going to actually be happy that she got chosen. Well, I also tagged Rob, and I'm also going to tag anybody who hasn't done the challenge. It was actually kind of fun to try and find the items on the scavenger hunt. It actually was a lot of fun to try and find them. So, because I had to go through a few books, but I also actually, as some of you know, I went through my blue tub. I had a blue tub of coloring books. So I literally, where I was getting the books for the giveaway was from that tub to see what was in there, what I could get rid of, what I wanted to keep. And there was a lot of Christmas and fall coloring books in there, I found. I even found my Harry Potter book, which I had been looking for. And I found my fairy tales book, which I had been looking for the longest time. I want to get my markers. So what color should we make the dragon? I'm thinking the castle should be not gray or brown. I was thinking begonia pink, BV14, and we could make the dragon purple or red. The dragon's probably going to be purple. RV21. As some of you will notice, I've got a new desk mat. Yes, my new desk mat came. I rearranged my desk a little bit, as some of you can tell. So and these are Copics, and I will use them. How I'm good today. Yes, color me pink monkey. Michelle is gonna love that I tagged her today. Is that World Within Worlds? Oh, I didn't notice that there was a mountain in behind there. And dragons don't have to necessarily be green or red. They can be blue or purple. I've seen some people do blue and purple dragons. That's going to be beautiful, Kim. Those shoes are just. RV13, Tender Pink. The dragon might be purple. We can make the dragon red or green, blue or purple. What is teal? Is that like a bluish green? But you see, I'm going to make the mountains blue. No, don't get to work in Bennett's books. And Bennett Klein stopped selling a lot of his books on Amazon, so now you have to go through him directly. Like anything that's on Amazon, if you can grab them up now, go be good, because I think he might not be selling for whatever reason. Also, guys, be careful, because there are now sellers. And this has happened both to Alana Lazarvia and Kelly Horton, that people are stealing their art and then publishing books under their names, but it's not their work. So be careful, guys, because there's fake sellers out there. Because it's been happening to Alana Lazarvia and Kelly Horton are right now the victims of this. But I wouldn't be surprised if the list grows. And I got this book a long time ago, so this is like some of my earliest grade skills with Benny Klein's. And I think a lot of us forget just how nice his books really are. Begonia Pink. This is Moonlight. I think Benny Klein has some really terrific art, but his daughter's just as talented as him, May. But she has a book called Mandelas, which is like Mandelas, but they call it Mandelas because it's after her. So That's good. That's a good way to get comfy. You start learning what you like, what you don't like. EG45. I think we're going to do a red dragon. I just have a funny feeling we're going to do a red dragon. This is Nile blue. It is quiet today, but sometimes, quiet days are nice. Just doing this so that sometimes I do that line so that way I won't go in. Sometimes I leave streaks, but I try not to leave streaks. I notice that I don't leave streaks as much in grayscale as I leave in other things. But I think a lot of that is because the shading is already done for you in grayscale, as opposed to other books. To me, I don't like really. I shouldn't say you can't color in with pencil with grayscale, but it's just a skill that takes time to learn to color with pencil and grayscale. You can do it. It's a lot more time consuming to do it in pencil than in marker, because when you use marker in grayscale, it goes so much faster. You guys ever seen the Jade Summer grayscales? And the thing about the challenge of the scavenger hunt was that it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be, G05, G03, which is pumpkin yellow. Notice we're not using skins. So who thinks we should make it red and who thinks we should make it purple? Red or purple, guys? Red or purple, the dragon? My mind is thinking red or purple. I'm debating. This is a brand new color. This is called prune. I've already had to refill this color twice. Not today, but today's. You see, I don't even have to do that much work. I think there's some things that, you know, when the computer autocorrects it, like, why are you autocorrecting me? I meant to use the spelling like this. And they didn't have any berries or in the order of misfits. I put the things that I didn't know in the big bowl in the refrigerator. So you know what they are. There were no berries. There was some fruits, which I put in the fruit bowl. Sorry, guys, I was telling my mother because my mother bought a misfits box, which is like these vegetables, so and fruits. So that's okay. We can talk. Oh, I'm on live. You know, it's a live stream. These things happen. So I kind of rearranged my desk yesterday. What happened was the night before yesterday, I think Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Yesterday was Wednesday. Well, Tuesday night I spilled a lot on my thing, so everything got ruined. That was pretty much on the immediate area. So then once I wiped it off and cleaned up the immediate spill, I took everything off the top of my desk, put it all over my room, dusted off it. Then I wiped off the desk and, you know, had to do all of this stuff to get it nice and clean. Hold on, guys, while I get the refill. This is why you keep the refills on hand. You never know when you're going to need the refills. So I'm going to be refilling a Copic. So this can never be as easy as it seems. Sometimes it's easy to refill, other times it's hard. You know, sometimes when you're refilling the Copic, some of the colors are harder to refill than others, and you don't know why. This is BPO2 and this is prune. And when you refill, you have to shake it after you refill to get the ink nice and dispersed, supposedly. So. The thing about grayscale is everything is already shaded for you. I like to do creatures. I finally found out what that white thing is. Kim, remember that white thing I couldn't figure out for what that thing was in diamond painting? Well, I found out it's a diamond correction painting tool. What you're supposed to do is if your diamonds don't come out straight, you go and use that to straighten them. I didn't even know this thing existed. Too bad I didn't know that what this thing was for before I started my Victoria Moon painting. Sydney, we already did the scavenger hunt. And I tagged Michelle and Robin to do it. And anybody who hasn't done it, I tagged. Michelle's really going to love me. I'm only doing it because I love Michelle. And I would like to see what books she finds good stuff in. I actually been enjoying watching those scavenger hunt videos. And we're coloring in Dragons by Bennett Klein. If you wondering, this is a grayscale coloring book. You know, when I started coloring in grayscale, I wasn't very good at it. You know, I tried starting coloring it in pencil, and I really didn't understand what I was doing at first with grayscale, because some of my pictures aren't that great, my early ones. But now that I got in the a little bit of a hang of it, yeah, it is nice to watch those videos to see what people do. Well, no, I thought the red would be like I'm glad you guys said purple, because most of the dragons in this book are either going to be purple, green, for the most part. So my first one was done in pencil, and this was before I understood how to do it. The only thing that I do not like about the Copics is the tips dry. Like, I also like to see what other people do with their dragons, their animals. Like, you know, I'm not a big animal fan. The only reason why I even remember where the bee was for the scavenger hunt was because I had done that last month, and that's why I remember that. So I was like, oh, a bee. I remember doing a bee last month. Sorry, I keep on getting these notifications on my computer. It's like one of those things you can't turn off, or I don't know how to turn it off. I did those. You know, here's the thing: those DPs that she was selling are very nice. Don't get me wrong, but those are not for me. But I'm sure that someone will purchase them because they're lovely, and I know a lot of people like handling. There's certain ones I want, and then there's certain ones I don't want. You know, Kim, you know what you like, and you know what you don't. Right now, I have more than enough diamond paintings. I don't need to own every single diamond painting. I want to get what appeals to me, what I think what I would like to do, you know. And I can always change them out per season, you know. Oh, we did. That's nice. I set up my own stuff myself, more or less. She's talking about diamond paintings. DPs mean diamond paintings. Color Me Pink Monkey. You'll learn that there's a thing. A lot of us, a lot of colorists, like myself, also diamond paint. Not all of us, but the majority of us started to get into diamond painting. So it's a nice activity. There's several companies that do diamond painting. There's the premium company, which all of us know, which is Diamond Art Club. Then you can get diamond paintings from AliExpress, Amazon. Well, when you're done with them, with the diamond paintings, you can either put them in a frame and get them hanged up when you're done with them, or you can give them to somebody else to finish painting. Pentel Sparkle Pop. Relax, I have more of these. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They are fun to do. Diamond painting if you have the space for them. That's good. But there's so many different now. I learned after watching one of Rachel Ray's videos, who does diamond painting, and she does a lot of them. That there's all kinds of ways to store them. Some people use the baggies. No, I don't. I've never seen anybody on YouTube that does van life. So you see, I have a. Really, I've never seen that Caravan Caroline. I have to check out that. This is the hard part of the picture, actually. The other parts are easy. This is actually the line part of it. Probably have glitter all over my arm when I'm done. I saw that somebody had gotten glitter markers. Who got glitter markers? They were really cool markers too. I may just have enough in this second. I think I missed a part of the dragon, actually. We actually missed a part of the dragon. That's interesting. I think we're going to do it in green. That's good. I know I'm not too sure about glitter markers. They're not for everybody. But you know what I like? I like my gel pens more than I like stickles. I had stickles. I gave them to Michelle because listen, they're collecting dust. They're not doing anything. And I had gotten a lot of stickles, but then I found out about the glitter gel pens, and I liked them a lot better because I could never apply the stickles the right way, and they would always stick on some of my pages, and then I couldn't get them off, and then I tried to put fixative, and that made everything worse. So for me, stickles. To me, I would prefer glitter pens. Glitter, you know, to me, I like it. I would get both. See what you like better. Just get small sets of the Spectrum glitter and get one or two Wink of Stella pens, and then see what you like better. Because different pens work for different people. Not everybody's gonna like the same things. So I get a small pack of Wink of Stella and then see if you like that. If you don't like that, then try the Spectrum. Or get glitter gel pens. I like glitter gel pens the best. Metal green G9. Another color that I want to add. I have more than enough pencils, Kim. But you know what I'm a little upset about is that the this is Hollycott. Is that the price of the Schiffer Farbens 96 are now like almost $70. I'm like, what is it with these pencils that they keep on going up in price? I have livers. I got them when they were very, very affordable. So I don't know how much they are now. So Begonia Pink. Seems a little high though. I like them. But it's like what was I saying before? Um Here's the thing you gotta remember about certain pencils. They work well on paper. Some paper works better on other paper than other paper. Sorry guys, I have to refill the Copic once again. They were nowhere near that price when I got them. When I got them, they were like $70. So, prices go up and down depending on what time of year. I think right now it's like everything has gone up. Depends on what you want, Thing with the Lyras is they work very well in the Aries books. They don't work well in not every book. Johanna's they do okay, but they don't do well on other things, Pencils depend on the paper too. Like someone told me on the Create Space that the Holbeins work the best on the Create Space paper. I have not tried that yet, so. Not every paper is going to respond to different pencils. Like my Colorit paper really likes markers, but it does not like my pencils. Well, the thing with some of these pencils is that they are budget friendly, or in my mind, the best budget friendly pencils are Artezas, Schrift Farbens, Deli Colored pencils. Some people know them as Starjoy. Some people will disagree with me on that, so that's fine. That's their opinion. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it. I've also been watching Stargirl. I've really been liking that. I have to watch this week's episode. I haven't watched it yet. I just go to the CW app and watch it that way because it's easier for me to watch that. The Arteza Expert pencils are very good pencils. They don't work on everything, but if you're looking for a paper that's like a little toothy, those are good for toothy paper. Um, I like the Schiffer Farbens. Those work very well on a lot of different papers. But I find for the romantic countries, those work really well. Like my Prismas don't work well on some of the more glossier papers. But they work really well on something like a Johanna Basford book, you know. Most pencils work very well with the Johanna Basford books. I've never found a pencil that hasn't worked well. When your tip isn't working, go to the other tip. See how nice that came out. Yes, we used the glitter Pentel Sparkle Pot. I love the Pentel Sparkle Pops. Those are like my favorite glitter pens. I wish they would sell refills of them so I wouldn't have to buy the pens. But then again, I think maybe that's a thing that they purposely did. See, I got a little bit of the pink on the purple. The purple is dark enough that we can go over it again and cover it up. Only with dark colors could you do this. Polycock. No, they would tell you. Some people will say that, well, this is the worst paper because it's CreateSpace paper. But this is like the old Amazon paper. Like this is the original Amazon paper that people hated back in the day. But here's the thing. People say they hate this paper. I don't think this paper is as bad as what people say it is. I think it's all how you use it. Well, here's the thing with watercolor paper. If you're going to watercolor, you have to know, you can't like splash the thing down. And that was like one of my early mistakes with watercolor because I didn't really understand how to do it because I'm not a watercolor person. So when I started learning about watercolors and then I started seeing different people like May and several other people were using it, I was like, oh, I want to learn how to do that too. But it's very hard to do watercolor if you're not doing it the right way. So then this is green. Hi, Corbin. How are you? So you have to be careful how you do it. Just like these. Well, this is an older book of mine, but I'm actually glad that I took it out. Hi, Robin. Oh, Robin, I'm so sorry, but I tagged you to do the scavenger hunt. We did the scavenger hunt in the beginning of the frame, of the stream. And it started with which Japanese fairy book tale book? There's a couple of different ones. The Korean one, Robin. At the beginning of the stream, I was doing the scavenger hunt that Dee started. I got tagged by Anne, so I tagged you, Michelle, and anybody who hasn't done the scavenger hunt. So the scavenger hunt has to be all these items you find from the different things, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm sorry, I thought you were referring to me. But if you're looking for the Japanese books, the most likely place to go for them, besides Amazon Japan, it's actually 70 East Books or Coolcraft most likely have those Japanese books you want. And I'm going to tell you right now, you might want to wait until shipping goes back to normal because shipping is a little bit outrageous at the moment for books. So, oh yes, Char. Here are the things to find for the coloring books. A picture of a man. Yes, Danny Button started the tag. A picture of a fruit. A picture of a bee. A picture with words. A picture of a mythical creature. Um, Santa art supplies, which I got from Hannah Lynn. I found the picture in Hannah Lynn's books. A bear, a pumpkin. I used the teddy bear because I couldn't find a regular bear, but so I used the teddy bear. A pumpkin, a licensed character, then the bonus, your favorite animal. Those are the things you have to find. Those are the items you have to find. I wrote them down when I had gotten Anne's list because Anne has the list on her channel. So this is Hollycock. This is a really pretty picture. What did you say? Oh, I put the apples and the lemons in the fruit thingy. There were apples in the munchkins thing. Sorry, guys, I was telling my mother. We have to try and find as many things as we can, Robin. You don't have to find everything because I know there were some people who couldn't find them on the scavenger hunter list. But I found the list. I found almost all the items on the list. I think that's just because I happen to have a lot of coloring book. And no, there's no giveaway today because I haven't made a new pile to give away yet. Yeah, my mother ordered this big box of like misfit fruits, and they're like fruits, so then they got all. Do you try to No, they can be colored on. Some of mine were colored, some of mine were not. You don't have to have the images colored. No, some people do color them, some people go and do not. So, as far as I'm concerned, they can be either colored or non-colored. A lot of my images were not colored. Some of them were. So I think I have finished the image. I'm just looking to see if there was anything I missed. Sorry to hear that your arthritis is bothering you. There's a little piece that is just swatched. It can be either or. Either they colored or not colored. Mine was both colored and non-colored, so I had a hard time finding them. Some of mine were colored, some of mine were not. So the bee was already colored, so I had remembered that I had colored a bee last month. That's the only reason why I knew where to find a bee. Probably could have found a bear in a Millie Murata book, so I really like the way this came out, guys. This really was. So, yeah, I know a lot of people made videos. I happened to do it as part of my live because Anne tagged me. I also tagged Michelle. Michelle's not going to be too happy that she got tagged. And I also tagged anybody who hasn't done it. Only because I love you, Robin, and I love Michelle. And you know Michelle is not going to be happy with me. So, yeah, so. I wasn't going to do the scavenger hunt. And then, when I did the scavenger hunt, I was like, I actually am. I think Miss Ann might have the who brush tips. Elizabeth, I don't have them, but I think Miss Ann had them. She might have had them, so you might want to ask her. And I forget who else did that. Was it Lisa? Go to YouTube and see who which Heather, because there's several Heathers. I like this. Remember, guys, this is the book that it comes from. I'm just gonna, and this is the Color My Sketchbook Dragons. I've done a few pictures in this recently. So recently, this book has gotten a resurgence. But I think that's also because I've gotten better at doing grayscale and not like, when you start to do grayscale, it becomes a lot different. You start like appreciating it. See, this was the very first thing I ever did in grayscale. It's not my best work, and this was done completely in pencils. So you can tell that I have improved a lot. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the big set of Cali markers. They're nice. What are you looking at, the 100 or are you looking at the 180 set? Because if you're looking at the 180 set, I can tell you right now that there's probably going to be colors that are very close in color. To me, I think you only need 100, but that's just me. So everybody colors a little bit differently. Mm-hmm. Then you see the blue. I don't have that as badly anymore. I want the 96 set of Schiffer Roberts, but they keep increasing the price, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Thank you, guys. So that is what we did today. I am sorry, I have no giveaways. The giveaway pile is closed for now. Don't worry, I'm going to try and get more books to give away to you right now, but you know, it's just a matter of having to put things away, pre-order them. So, and remember, guys, we did that with Copics, and we did that with Pentel Sparkle Gel Pen. But here's the thing, too, guys. When you work with paper like this, like here's one that I did. I think I did this off camera, pretty much. I'm pretty sure I did this one with markers, but I also did this with a gel pen. So, but you know, this one we did on stream too a long time ago. So I think it was Dragon Month, and I needed a dragon picture for some weird reason. Then we did this one, did this one. This was my very first attempt at grayscale. I did not do well my very first attempt at grayscale, so at some point I want to get more Bennett's books. But I think what I want to do is I want to try and finish what I have already rather before I get new books in. So this book I purchased on Amazon. So if you guys are wondering where you can get it, try and get it on Amazon. But Ben & Klein has an email address, and I'm not sure where you get that on his Amazon. So everyone have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.